Holding on to inherited property in California can cost you. Find out why and what you can do to avoid this. It's all coming up. Stay tuned. Hi, I'm Warren Oberholser. I'm a realtor located in Northern California, San Francisco region, and more specifically in the East Bay Tri-Valley area. On my channel, I cover numerous topics on selling your home from preparation to negotiating with buyers. So if this sounds interesting, make sure you hit that subscribe button so you don't miss anything. One of my specialties is probate and living trust sales. This is when a person passes away and the real estate assets need to be sold. To have a complete understanding of probate, please see the link above for my probate video entitled Probate Process from Start to Finish. In this video, I'm going to discuss why holding on to inherited property can be costly. To do this, we need to look at California property taxes and how they affect you. Before I start, I want to point out I am certified as a probate and living trust specialist from the California Association of Realtors. However, I cannot provide tax advice, rather just general information. Therefore, please consult with the appropriate tax specialist so you can be advised accordingly. I want to begin with a general understanding of California property taxes. Property taxes in California are regulated by Prop 13. Prop 13 establishes base year values, limits annual assessments increases to 2%, and caps property taxes at 1% of the assessed value. Okay, what does that mean? I'm going to use an example of a home purchased in Pleasanton, which is Alameda County. For our example, let's say we purchased this home in Pleasanton in 1990 for $200,000. Under Prop 13, its current tax base value, which for this video is going to be in 2024, let's say is around $390,000. So based on this value, your annual property taxes would be about $4,700 a year. If we compare that to the same home in its current value, in other words, if you just bought it in the last year, let's say it's worth $1.5 million, your annual property taxes would be $18,000. There's a difference or a savings of $13,300 due to Proposition 13. I now want to discuss how inheriting property in California can cost you money. To have a thorough understanding about this, I need to review a little bit of history. Before February 15, 2021, Prop 58 allowed parents to leave their primary residence, and that could be a condo, townhome, or single-family property, of any value to their children without triggering a property tax assessment. However, Prop 19, which was enacted on April 1, 2021, brought significant changes to Prop 58 and Prop 193 impacting property tax transfers. To unpack Prop 19, we need to look at two tiers or two components of it. The first part is the favorable aspect of it, which is eligible individuals who are 55 or older, severely disabled, or victims of wildfire can transfer their property taxes when moving to a new home. Let's do an example. Go back to that person who purchased a home in Pleasanton, California in 1990 for $200,000. Let's say now it's worth $1.5 million. Due to Prop 13, they're only paying $4,700 annually in property taxes, as opposed to $18,000 based on the property's current value. They sell their Pleasanton home for $1.5 million, and they purchase a new home in Huntington Beach so they can be near their children for the same amount of $1.5 million. With Prop 19, they're able to transfer that property tax over to the home in Huntington Beach at the same rate, which is $4,700 a year. This means there's been no reassessment. Here's some rules and guidelines for Prop 19. The transfer or portable tax base can only occur 3 times for a homeowner. And again, they have to be either 55 years older, disabled, or a victim of wildfires. This must be their primary residence. They can move anywhere in California. There's no value limit. Well, let's say they bought a home for $2 million. There's a conversion formula. You would apply to the difference or remaining amount that's above your purchase. You would need to reach out to the county you're moving into so they could calculate this for you. For new construction, if you sell your home and you're waiting for a home to be completed, it must be completed or when you take occupancy from 2 years from the time your home has been sold. Again, I recommend consulting with your tax professional prior to selling your home. Also, be advised by your tax professional on any capital gains you may receive. Here's the second component of Prop 19, or the unfavorable part. Prop 19 is essentially replacing and limiting the benefits of Prop 58 and Prop 193. The old rules for Prop 58 were there was no tax reassessment on the inherited property providing it was the primary residence. Prop 19 for an inherited property, there's a lot of limitations, and here is the first one. It has to be the parents' or grandparents' primary residence. To take advantage of this inheritance tax break from Prop 19, the heirs must make their parents' property their primary residence, and they have just a year to move in from the time of their parents' death. And they can only transfer up to $1 million on the old tax base. And here's the challenge. If you did not move into the property for many reasons, let's say you already have your primary residence, then it wouldn't make sense to now claim this to be your primary residence, or it's in another state, or you decided, hey, I don't want to hold on to this property, I just want to sell it. This means the date the last surviving parent dies, that date will trigger a reassessment on the county property taxes, and the property now will be valued at the current tax rate. So that can create some stress to the inheritance when they realize, wow, the property value has been reassessed and we now have this new unsecured tax bill to pay. I just discussed what happens when the heirs don't make the inherited property their primary residence. What if your parents had to change their primary residence before they passed away? Such as, what if they had to move to an assisted living home and that becomes their new primary residence? This will also trigger a property reassessment on their value, creating higher property taxes. Again, please consult with your tax advisor so you can be best advised on your particular situation. If you're considering selling an inherited property that's in probate or held in a living trust, please feel free to reach out to me. I'll provide you with my comprehensive property analysis report that includes a detailed value range on your property. I will also go over with you my 4-step listing strategy that minimizes stress of selling and maximizes your sale proceeds. You can find my contact information on the screen here as well as in the show notes below. If you like this video, please give me a thumbs up, post any questions or comments down below, especially on this subject. If you're going through this right now with your probate or living trust, please let me know your experience. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel, consider doing so you don't miss anything. If you found this video interesting, I have more videos popping up right about now on this same topic. So stay tuned. I'll have more helpful videos like this coming soon. Please reach out to me for any of your real estate questions or needs, and I wish you all the best on your home journey.